Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a, I think we're going to do a testing repair video possibly on this unit. This is a Patriot SolarGuard 155 electric fence charger. They no longer make this model that got replaced by the SolarGuard or SG150 or whatever it is that's built today. So this was an older model they made for a while. I think most of the parts are still made for it. So we're going to jump into this and start testing things out, see what's going on with it. If you've got one of these you'd like to send us in for repair, we'd be happy to take a look at it. Fencerfixer.com is our website. And we also work on cattle scales and little bars for true testing, Gallagher's mostly. And so our addresses and things too. But we work on all brands and ages of these things. 1.5 year warranty as well on the repairs that we do. Alright, this one doesn't have the battery in. I can really tell by that because it's pretty light. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open this up. Pop open. Come on. This is a 12 volt unit. So I'm going to grab, I got a power supply here. I'm going to hook onto it. At 12.9 volts on the power supply, so I'm going to scoot this over so I can connect onto it. And then we'll push the little button here and see if it comes on. Alright, well, so far so good. It's coming on, you can hear it clicking, well, at least I can. Not a very loud unit, it's pretty soft click, but we'll put the tester right here and we'll see what it puts out. We'll go across the fence and ground terminal. Now we're getting good voltage out of it. Okay, so push the button, should flash a handful of times and shut off. Alright, so now let's check. So at the moment the circuit board's reading fine. They didn't send the battery with it, so maybe they got a bad bad cell in the battery not taking a charge or not holding a charge. Let's check the solar panel. I think we can do it in the room here. We might take it outside and recheck it, but we're going to check at the battery leads. The unit's turned off. We're facing towards the light here. Hopefully it's bright enough to test it. We're going to put the meter on DC voltage, which is, it's either going to say DCV or it had a little dotted line and solid line on. That's your DC voltage, and you should get about 14, 15, 16 volts right here. And we're getting about 4.7 to 5. So let's, we may need to take it outside. And it's not super sunny today, but I think sunny enough that we can get an okay reading. So let me pause it, take this outside, test it, and I'll come back in and let you know what I find out. Alright, well, acting kind of weird. Typically take a unit outside with a solar panel built in like these things, and it's good, it reads good. If it's bad, it reads bad. Well, this one's making my meter turn on and off. I mean, it's on, but it's like show good numbers, no numbers, good numbers, no numbers. It was just really weird. So, well, let me push the button. Maybe there's something going on there. Well, that didn't change anything. So, either the solar panel itself is fine, and the voltage regulator section of the board is bad, or that part of the board's fine and the solar panel is bad. So now we got to dig deeper. I don't know which is what's wrong with it. So we're going to take this thing apart, take all the screws out the back. I need a couple flat screwdrivers if I can find one. I'll flip it around here. I'm just going to lift up on the front and just kind of turn the tabs here. Usually the weight of it just pops it open. Alright. Let's open this thing up real quick. And that's fully sealed. I couldn't remember if these were fully sealed or not. So the connections and everything are fully sealed, so that's not an issue. So now we need to flip this around this way. Pull these screws out here. Come on. Alright, the voltage regulator part of the board, most of it hides up inside this gel area. So here's a solar panel connection, so we'll unplug it. Set the board and everything else off to the side, and then I'm going to just for heck of it, let's test it right here. I have to take it back outside again, but let's test it right here and see what we get. See, we're only getting 11.9 here. But let me run it outside again, test right here, and if it's like 15 volts or so, or 18 volts or so, they'll know the solar panel itself is fine, and we got a circuit board issue, not allowing the panel to charge the battery. So give me just a moment here to do that. Alright, solar panel's fine, reading 20 volts outside, so solar panel is not the issue. Our issue's in the board. So these panels aren't super common to go bad. You can see starting to have stress cracks in the back of the molding of the panel or whatever, but that's, I think, cosmetic. So I'm going to set this off to the side for a minute since we don't need to deal with it right now. I'll pull this board back over here. The board comes all complete with everything. But what I'll keep the board because it's got a good transformer. Occasionally the transformers go bad with these units, and they don't supply any component parts for them. You can't get new transformers for them. Hard spot. All right. Yeah, I think so the board I thought was screwed to the case as well. I couldn't remember, but it is. Now, since this board was powered up, it probably has a charge built up in it. There's one bolt. So this board is technically not good. There's something wrong inside. Here's where all the voltage regulator stuff happens at for the battery and everything. And the timing, the pulsing, and all that fun stuff. So I'm just going to keep it off to the side for a spare part. But now I'm going to take the new board. Brand new board. Alright, so now we're going to put the long one in first. I think that would be the easier one to install. Will be this long wire. Take a short wire with the bolt and put it in next. Come on. Up and over. Two little screws. Get the button in its little hole. I think the switch is in its holster, right? Alright. There's that. Solar panel back over here. Get it plugged in. This piece, and this has got to kind of hide the wires right there. And we'll take the screw gun, put the 3 screws back in it. That one stayed in place, I think. God, all the deep sockets I got over here are all the wrong size. So alright, so now I'll take all those other Phillips screws, we're going to put them back in the case, and this one's basically done. They need to double check the battery, make sure it's good. They didn't send one along, so I can't load test the battery if I don't have it here. I'm going to go ahead and double check it one more time. I guess I should have done that before I closed it all back up, but I have good faith that I did it right. So we'll hook up working fine now, or still. See what kind of voltage we get out of it. We need to take it outside, but just want to compare what it was before to what it is now, see if it's any different. Probably not going to be any different. Getting about 5 volts. Before we were getting lower than that, I think, with when it's all put together like this. And when I took it outside and tested it right across those leads, it was all over the place. It wasn't wouldn't give me hardly any kind of reading at all. It would go up, go down, it was just flickering around. So we should be good to go. So if you've got one of these things and it's not acting right, and you'd like to have us take a look at it for you, we'd be happy to take a look at it. Solar panels don't go bad very often, usually in the board, but the panels, I have replaced them before, so they have gone bad. But there's a few tests you can do to narrow down what's going on. So look us up at fencerfixer.com or cattlescalerepair.com, and address to send things to is right there. Free quotes, 18-month warranty on the repairs. That board in there now has an 18-month warranty on it from us. That's what we give when we do warranty, or when we do repairs. We put 18-month warranties on all the repairs that we do to a unit. So until next time, we'll see you later on.